Buenos dias, hello, Big Wave Roy Johnson here, eating and cheating, and I need to get my shit together. Obviously, I've had my competitions now, so I'm now in the off season. Bodybuilding season's done for me. I can't remember if I updated you on the last one. I don't think I did. Primarily because I had a few episodes in the can, so to speak, that I'd recorded and edited before I had done the show. Not counting the eating challenge, that was obviously the day after my last show. But anyway, I've been a bit slack, and I realised when I was in the gym the other day, I don't actually have an episode to put out this week, and I thought, what could I actually put out? I was going to have a week off. As you may or may not be aware, I'm now on a new YouTube channel. I had an old existing YouTube channel that actually had quite a large following, large in comparison to my current one, and quite an engaged following as well. And I thought it makes more sense to move everything across to there. Doesn't hurt anyone, and I'm going to migrate a lot of content over to that one in the hope that I can, at some point by the end of the year, get enough content on there for me to be able to monetize YouTube, which would be absolutely ideal. Anyway, I digress. So at the moment, yes, I'm on off season. I'm eating quite a bit. As you can see by my hamster cheeks, I'm back eating good food, stuff with some carbs down me, bagels, rice, cereal, a lot. Love it. There's going to be not a lot of bodybuilding updates in terms of competition and stuff anyway. Purely because my coach wants me to really focus on growing my legs, which is the feedback I've had from the last three competitions I did, or the three I did within a week essentially. So I had much chance to grow my legs in the space of a week. But that's the focus for this off season, is growing the legs, and as such, it's going to be quite a long off season. I don't think I'm going to compete until September, October next year. So I'm gonna have a good, nice amount of time off to grow my legs, to rest and recover from niggling injuries I have. Really just the soft tissue damage I got on my right knee that I picked up wrestling a few weeks ago, as you would have seen in the previous episode. And yeah, the focus really is just to grow, and I'm going to enjoy that process. At least I'm trying to enjoy that process. One thing that I'm struggling to get to grips with at the moment, now being in the off season, I've been in the off season for 3 weeks, coming up to 4 weeks now, is not being as lean as I was on prep. And it's only taken me until today to realise how unrealistic that expectation is for me to be that lean. I was around about 6% body fat, maybe even less than that when it came to show day. Not holding much water. I was ripped, shredded, had striations, lines, details in all sorts of places, and really, that's just not me. That's not what I am. I'm a big boy at heart, and I should really embrace that into the season where I'm going to grow. And I thought I was alone in this, but seeing a video from Blessing, the boogeyman bodybuilder, it should be quite common for bodybuilders to feel this way, but the off season isn't that enjoyable. People think, oh, you can eat this, you can eat that, calories go up, and that is great. I love eating, don't get me wrong, but as a bodybuilder, you have this feeling of just moving away from your goal, and the goal being to be like shredded, essentially. And I look at myself in my progress pictures, and to be honest, I still look pretty good on progress pictures. I'm happy with where I am, and in fact, if I can stay at this size, body fat all year round, I'll be very happy too. I still have quite visible abs. I still have quite visible details and lines in my legs, and still have quite a bit of vascularity and upper body details as well. And I look great. I still look great for wrestling as well. But I know as time goes on and as this off-season progresses, I'm going to be moving away from that and going to be softer and probably a bit more podgy. Is probably what like Mike's explained it, but a bit more watery. The hamster cheeks will become more prevalent, but you know, I'm used to having these lines on my faces that I never had before, and I only ever had them because I was in prep and I was in such low body fat, and I got quite attached to them. And you know, when I grew the mustache, it was just to show more on my face, because my face has never been so slim, my jawline never been so chiseled, and again, never had those lines before. But now, as I return to my normal self, you know, I look at myself in the mirror and I feel like I'm big, bloated, or whatever. But this is just me. It's my normal self. So I have to embrace it, and embrace that I'm going to put on size, and I'm going to lose details and lose leanness, and you know, there's going to be days where I feel big and heavy, but that's all part of the process, and I have to embrace that just as much as when it comes to prep time. I'm going to have to embrace eating less and doing more cardio and that sort of thing. But yeah, the plan is really to grow my legs. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in terms of competitions, because I've been talking to my coach and toying with the idea, and this is feedback that I've had from the GPO show that I did, is that I'm better suited to classic. Now, other people, other bodybuilders have told me that I'm better suited to classic. A conversation I had with Eatin and Reese, and I believe a conversation I had with Shreddy as well. And I am inclined to agree. Because of my height, I'm going to struggle with open bodybuilding competitions, because everyone tends to be a lot shorter than me, which means they're stockier, or they should be stockier. They're certainly stockier at the same body weight as me, and they look a lot more filled out than me because they're shorter, and you know, look a bit more blocky, fridge-like, you know, which is harder for me to do. It's not impossible, but it's hard for me to achieve because of my height. And also, I have quite the right size, symmetry, proportions, etc. for classic bodybuilding. I've got quite a thin waist when I'm lean down, so really, if I can just build those legs out, I could have a quite decent physique for classic bodybuilding. But the plan is grow the legs, and then when I start to lean out and approach show ready, and I pick out a competition that I want to do next year, I'm going to decide whether I'm going to enter in bodybuilding or in classic bodybuilding, or I could enter in both. Yeah. 7 a.m. Friday morning, King's Gym. Let's go. So yeah, this was just essentially an update, just because I thought I wanted to talk about it. I've been asked quite a bit by people in the gym, friends, family, the odd wrestling fan, a lot of wrestlers, just what the plan is with regards to bodybuilding. And essentially, I want to just make improvements, keep making improvements, keep my health in good check and that sort of stuff, and really see how far I can push on. So that's the update there. As I mentioned, there probably won't be a lot of bodybuilding stuff going forward on this vlog series, whatever you want to call it, unless it's a day of eating, because there will be a day of eating, but not right now, because my week to week diet is changing so much, and it's going to get to a point where it's going to get to a quite significant amount of food, and then when it gets to that point, then I will vlog it, and then you'll see my lovely puffy hamster cheeks stuff in my face. In between, I'm aiming, and I have got a few people lined up to do some collabs, some collabs in terms of just in the gym. Maybe that'd be King's Gym, maybe that'd be other gyms around the country. But I've got a good number of people interested. I just need to get a point where our diaries and schedules align and we film that for you. But I'm looking forward to doing that, and just looking forward to eating and again embracing the food because I love food. Right, and that's it for me. So until next time, keep eating, keep cheating. Like, subscribe, comment for the algorithm. If you want to support me, you can get one of these lovely bits of merchandise from my big cartel. So I've still got some in stock, so get on that. If you're into wrestling and you want to see me wrestle, this is where I'm going to be in the next few weeks or so. Please come down, please come say hi. Please enjoy the show. Please buy my merch. Please buy colleagues' merch, other fellow wrestlers. Support us. We're working real hard. Until next time, keep eating, keep cheating.